Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in again today. I wanted to do a quick video on a foundation that I've been using a lot lately. If you saw my October favorites, then you know that I mentioned this already. And this is the Clinique Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. And this is a foundation that is a little interesting, one that I was sort of reluctant to try, but really glad that I did because I've really been liking it a lot so far. Just to give you a little bit of background information on this product, it has salicylic acid in it, so it's supposed to fight existing acne as well as prevent future breakouts from occurring. It doesn't have a lot of salicylic acid in it, so you don't have to worry about it being, super drying to the skin or, irritating or anything like that. It's less than 1% salicylic acid. It's only 0.5%, so 0.5% salicylic acid. And I had heard really good things about this foundation from Pixie Woo, and I know the European version is called Anti-Blemish, I believe, instead of Acne Solutions or something like that. And she did a whole video on Clinique foundations and kind of put them all on and talked about which ones she thought would be good for what kind of skin types. And she recommended the Acne Solutions for normal to oily skin, someone that's looking for a more matte look, or maybe someone that has acne-prone skin that's looking to prevent, future breakouts. And so that really intrigued me because I do have combination oily skin, and I really like long-wearing foundations with a matte finish. So this was a big interest of mine. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and get started about, some of the things I really like about this foundation. First of all, I really like the packaging. It comes in a little squeezy tube with a kind of like eyedropper applicator. The packaging is really similar to Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Plus, which also has the little teardropper applicator. And I'm a huge fan of packaging like this. I'm not quite sure why more foundation companies or brands or whatever don't do packaging like this. I know it's not as pretty as maybe a pump, but I think it's really functional and it's super easy for travel. It's not glass. It's really compact, and I just really like the packaging design of both the Acne Solutions and also the Makeup Forever HD. Coincidentally, the Makeup Forever HD is very similar to the Acne Solutions. They have a little bit of differences, but in general, in terms of the coverage and the finish, I think they're extremely similar. A lot of people have described this Makeup Forever as like a medium to full coverage. I would call the Acne Solutions more of like a medium coverage, but it is buildable. I think both of these foundations are really buildable, and both of them have a matte finish. I am a really big fan of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, and that probably explains why I really like the Acne Solutions. This isn't a comparison video, but I just kind of, as I was thinking about this more and more, realized that these foundations are really similar. However, I do think that the Acne Solutions would be a lot better for someone that does have existing acne or has acne-prone skin, because it does have that salicylic acid, which really breaks down the bacteria that are laying on the surface of the skin, and it kind of just helps clear up existing acne and just kind of fights acne that's maybe making its way to the surface. I think the Acne Solutions is particularly good for women maybe around that time of the month. You guys all know, your hormones are kind of off, and it can often cause a lot of breakouts. I know I experienced that, so I'm not sure that the Acne Solutions is something I would want to use every single day, because I do have combination skin, and this foundation is actually recommended for people that have either between combination dry to oily. So if you're familiar with Clinique, anyone with a type 2, 3, or 4 can use this foundation. It's not recommended for people with extremely dry skin, which would make a lot of sense considering that it does have salicylic acid in it, which really would dry out your skin if you already have dry skin. If you already have a little bit of an oil problem, the salicylic acid is kind of like your friend. It will really suck up that oil and make your makeup wear a lot longer. I have heard a couple comments from just subscribers and stuff like that saying that they really liked the foundation, but it wasn't long wearing enough for them. I have combination oily skin / combination dry skin depending on the season. And I have found that this foundation is extremely long wearing. I'm more oily in the T-zone and drier in the cheek area, especially towards the winter. I get more dry in my chin and cheek area, but I have not had any problems with this foundation not being long wearing. Perhaps if you have extremely oily skin, this won't be as long wearing for you, but if you have normal skin or if you have normal to dry or normal to oily, I think that this foundation will work perfectly well for you and definitely be long wearing. Another really positive thing about this foundation is the price. It's $21.50 in comparison to Matte Velvet Plus was $35. A lot of the higher end foundations, you know, sit around $30 to $40, and this is only $21.50. And I think that the quality of this foundation is just as good as any other high-end foundation I've used. I really appreciate Clinique's price point. I think that their foundations are really high quality and have a really good price point. I think $21.50 is a very fair price to pay for a foundation of this quality. As far as blendability, that's another thing I absolutely love about this foundation. It's a lot easier to blend than the Matte Velvet Plus. The Matte Velvet Plus is more of a gel-based foundation, so it's really hard to move around your face. I have to use a flat top kabuki, and that's pretty much the only way that I can apply the Matte Velvet Plus successfully. With the Acne Solutions, it's super easy to blend, it's really easy to layer, and it doesn't look cakey at all. It has a matte finish, but not that like powdery, scary matte finish. It does have a nice shine to it, and the word shine probably puts you off, but by shine I mean like a fresh glow that sort of creates this radiance to the skin, and I personally really like that. I don't want to be completely matte. You know, you can always powder or whatever, but I think that this is a really nice finish because it's matte, but it's a natural matte. It's not extremely matte to the point of looking like ashy or powdery or anything like that. So that's pretty much my review of this. I think the only negative to this product is that if you have dry skin, this might dry out your skin more, or if you're already using a variety of acne medications, this might not be a good idea just because it does have salicylic acid in it, and you don't want to make your skin any more irritated if it's already very sensitive. So if you have dry skin, you have sensitive skin, I would stay away from this, but if you have acne prone skin or oily skin or combination oily skin, I would definitely recommend this. What I've been doing with this foundation, I haven't experienced any like dry patches as a result of using this foundation, which I will say, using other foundations that has happened to me. I use the Lancome Tint Idole Fresh Wear, and that, the alcohol level in that foundation completely dried out my chin and it made me look repulsive. So this foundation I wore for 2 weeks straight, and I did not have dry skin once, and this is now getting into the colder range, the 40 and 50 degree range here where I live. It's getting quite cold, and so I haven't had any problem with my skin drying out as a result of this. However, I would recommend, if you are concerned with your skin being dried out, just apply a little bit of extra moisturizer with this product. If you do have problem areas of dry flakiness, I would definitely just load up on the moisturizer in those areas, or use a moisturizer with a little extra kick. So my personal favorite is the Clinique Moisture Surge. That one keeps me oil free and also moisturized, so that's what I've been using in combination with this product. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I really like this foundation. It creates a really pretty glow while also staying matte and long wearing and keeping my, you know, breakouts in check. I would definitely check out this foundation. I think it's sort of a hidden gem, and I think a lot of people in the beauty community often overlook Clinique, and I'm not sure why that is. I've really never been severely disappointed in any of their products. So well, that's probably not true. There are certain products I don't like by Clinique, but for the most part, I think, especially when it comes to foundations, they're really good. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions about this foundation, please let me know. Leave a comment below and I'd be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.